Hey, what's up? What are you guys doing? How you guys doing? Well, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Well. Well, guys, so I hope you guys doing well. So now, let's say so. Yeah, I saw the midnight. Even though I go live at 59, it's now it's 1 in the morning. Oh, no, it's midnight. Oh, so it's another day. It's another day. Um. So we're gonna have a little time with us. We're gonna have a little time together, guys. Um. Um. I'm so happy, guys. So this start, I know, like in the next, probably in the next 6 months to 1 year, we're gonna start seeing peace in my country. Because guys, I know things have hello, Camilo, no stuff. Things not going well at this time in my country, guys. Things are really bad. No, we got a lot of gangs in my country. It's the kind of stuff we didn't use to, guys. We really didn't use with those stuff. But in let me even say the last 30 years, not the last 30 years, but the last um 10 years. But I'm not turning it all the way back to the last 30 years because um the reason why I said 30 years is because this is when they we start having what we call the democracy in my country, and then that's when all those bad stuff started. Um, the them president we have when we started having the democracy in my country, them guys they messed up everything in my country. They sent them people that was there before. They put them out of the country, put them out of the system, all those stuff, and then they selling all the state um properties that would help the country. They privatize all of them, sell them to other people, other countries. Like, let's say, for example, your your communication system. Like, we had our communication system was the best in the Caribbean. His name was Teleco, like telecommunication. That's how they call our communication system. Like, and then we had the best one. They sold it out as soon as them people come. Those people who came with democracy in my country. As soon as they come into power, they sold all them states properties. They sold all our armies. They dismantled the army, our army, first army is force, and then they sold all them equipments, like let's say like um all the like um the planes, warplanes, them helicopter, them what I call this again? I forgot. Machine wars, like I forgot how they call them exactly. Unbelievable. I've been doing news a lot, but when it's time to talk about those stuff, I forgot about them. Like the president who started with the democracy in my country, he sold all of our state equipments that could that could keep the country safely. And at the end, in 1994, he brought a what we call and all the army force in our country. That should not be done in 1994 because they put him out of the country, and then they used outside army force to come back in that country. We want him to come back, but now we start realizing all them things he was doing, it wasn't for the good of us. He sold everything. Um now this president is a this president, he didn't have no money. Even when he had to pay, when you going to sign in as to go to the election, you have to sign in, like pay some money. Like when to do that, he didn't even have money to do that. Now he's a billionaire in my country. You see, that's the bad stuff. Like them people sometimes you think they're gonna fight for you, they are the one who gonna put you in the worst part and the worst moment. Then now he sold everything, as I told you guys, and he brought the army forces from other countries, like from the UN in my country, 1994, and then he did that again. No, but in 2004, it wasn't him. It wasn't really him, but they came back against our country in 2004, and in 2000. And then the president they just killed in 2001, in 2021, this one, when he get into power in 2017, since 2004, them forces were in our country to 2017. So when he got into power, he put them out of the country. And then they used all the cans so that that's how they start. But I have to tell you this one. Once they bring them army forces in our country in 2004, those people start bringing kidnapping in our country from Brazil. Them people, that's where they used to have kidnapping. So them forces, them people who came from over there, especially the army forces, they start teaching them people over there to do kidnapping. That's when we start having kidnapping in our country. We didn't know about those stuff. Kidnapping, didn't know none about those stuff. That's when stuff like that started happening in our country. And then he was stopped. He was stopped by the low bit. Like in 2000, I don't remember the year exactly, but it was like 2013, 2014, something like that. Because there was the kidnapping that did in our country, and then the prime minister at that time, if he found the one who did it, and it was one of them them people from the elite, like those people who had money. That was one of them who did it to another one who had money. Now, the prime minister at the time, he found that people, and then they put them into prison, because at that time those people, them people of color. When I said of color, I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about them others. Like when I said of color, how can I say that? It's because in my country we don't have white. We call them white, but it's not. In my country, we don't have white. It's like even though you're white in our country, everybody is black. That's the way the rules are. So, but let me try to say it like that so you can understand. It was the people. It was those who had money, them white people, but it wasn't white. As I'm telling the mulattoes. Let me say it like that. The mulattoes. Yeah. Them rich people. So he did it to another rich people. So now, the prime minister at the time, he found those people who did it. And the worst thing, I remember they said that time when they did it, they took that person, and then if I don't know if it was this one, there was one of them. They took it and then they hide them in a cave, like death cave. In my country, our cave is not the same way like those they have in here in the United States. In our country, it's like a little house. That's all it is. And I heard they put them in that cave and then close them inside. But I don't remember if it was that person, that one. But I remember when the stuff were happening, they said there was something like that. So now the prime minister find them and put them in prison. Until now, I guess that dude. So that dude was supposed to be in prison, but I remember last time they broke down the prison. So I don't know if he's still in prison. But that person, they put in prison, and that was the first time they start putting them white people. I said white people, the mulattoes in prison in my country, because them people you couldn't touch them. You couldn't touch them. Like I have to laugh, guys, but that's the truth. That's that. Like most of the time, that's the worst part of it. Like them, most of the time, them black countries, if the people have some colors, in our country, that's how we call them. We call them when they have colors. Like if not black like us, we said if the people have some colors, they must. It's like he's gonna be mostly be able to do whatever he wants. Like don't expect nothing, don't expect the laws, no none. They are the one who said whatever they want to stuff like that, control everything. So, but that prime minister at the time, he was one of them too. He was one of them, and the president too was one of them too. Like when I say one of them, like all of them had colors. So one of them were mulattoes. So now he put that dude in prison, and then that's how um, the kidnapping was stopped in my country. It was stopped during the reign. And then when we have that president they just killed in 2001, when we had that president, so them why can I find the right word, guys? Um, them co-op oligarch who had money in my country, they are really co-op guys. So that's how we see our country is so bad like that. The countries, that's one of the richest countries ever existed in the world. But them co-op oligarch don't want the country work correctly. Um, they let them other countries use them other countries of power who had powers, them good countries. Like when I say good, them in the industrialized countries, they let them use them and then to mess up the country. It's just getting money. It's like they're not, even though they were born in the country, they don't invest in the country really. So now they're just taking the money in this country. So now when they were trying to control this president, he didn't want to let them control him. So now what they did, when they did everything, they realized they cannot stop him. Now they say they're gonna start with those stuff again, and that's how they start with the kidnapping again. Like they start arming them young guys. They start harming them, giving them guns, all those stuff. Um, and then later on, they blocked almost the whole city, the first city. They blocked almost every area so that the president couldn't travel no from nowhere from this place to the place, and then so that he can leave the power, leave the country, leave power because they want what because he was stopping them from all them bad doing. So they start burning down the country. So even that he resist, he didn't give up. He didn't give up, and he kept fighting for us. And at the end, by his last 3 years, he started find having reason upon them, started um, developing the country for us, doing all the plans he had for us. And then they realized that's too much. But during his last, then they really arming them kids, them young guys, and then that's how them guys start kidnapping. They start doing kidnapping again in the country. They put in, and then the kidnapping started so bad in our country. But him, the president, he did all he can. He bought all them equipment he can to so that our police form or police forces can fight against them. But unfortunately, them oligarch, them corrupt oligarch find a way to corrupt the police system too. Because now they corrupt the police system. But this was some long time ago. But that's when they corrupt it way bad. And our justice system, they corrupt everything in our country, guys. And even that, the president keep doing the best he can. At the end, when they realize it's too much, and the president tell us about all them doing all them bad stuff they were doing against us, or how they be stealing our money. Now they feel so mad, so angry about the president. So even though the president have only like 6 or 7 months left for his for his mandate to um um were over, they kill him while he was in power. They kill him in the worst way, guys. In the worst way, guys. I'm telling you. If you go online, look for our president of AED assassination. You're probably gonna find some pictures. This is unbelievable, guys. You won't believe it. Now they thought everything was gonna finish like that. They thought they won. Now those people who's in power, these are all the same guys. Them gang people. That's in power in my country at this time. All of them they are gangs. So now they thought us, the people, wouldn't fight back. So us, we keep fighting back. We keep asking justice for our president. We we do all we can. Keep asking justice for our president anywhere we are. We talking. We say it like most of the time. Everything we know about. We talking about it because before that's our fifth president they kill in our country. Every time the president want to fight for us, they kill them during the existence of our country. This is the fifth president they killed. But the mistake they made, they forgot right now. There's the social media. They forget about that. I know they have the radio system in my country. They have it, the television system. They have them in their hands, but they don't have the social media in their hands because this is the major social. Everybody have the phones. We can use it from any country we have. And the thing is, us we living out of the country, we have more power into our hands to fight back. So that's what we did. We fight back, guys. We fight back every day, guys. We do all we can. We do all we can so our president can have justice. Now we start seeing the justice. They just arrested. So that's how I feel. It's like me, like the most of the people. We are so happy, guys. I don't want to say 100% of us because there's a little like 2-3% of us who are um who follow them, who keep who let them manipulate us. But those who really love our country, who really love our country, who love our president, we keep fighting back. We fight back. We fight back. We fight back. Now we start. They just arrested one of them. One of them. Um, one of them guys who were paying money so they can kill our president, Christopher Woods. I'm from 80. 80. Sorry guys, I didn't pay attention to the comment. Already. Just hey David, no. I know. Well, that's funny. I know, bro. I know. I didn't make. I didn't even wear my cap. Most of the time, I wear cap. This is the head, guys. You see, my heart is not here, so I just decided to. I just stay right here, and that's why I did. Even though I got all my system right closer to me, with everything correctly, probably we wouldn't say that if you saw it like better like that. Well, so now, things got we fight back, and then now we start seeing the, some results from our fighting, from our fights. We start seeing results. They just arrested one of them guys who were putting guns in our country. were were harming our young people in my country. If you go online now, you're looking for um, um, Boulos, 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 or what else we could look for? Uh, I don't know how I could say it. Because now he's got arrested here in United States. Thanks God. Um, and he's even in the federal prison right now, United States federal prison, because thanks God they arrest him because he's one of them guys who paid to kill our president. He's one of them guys who did that, and we waiting so bad, so they start arrested some them others. We got a lot of them here in United States again. They finished do the stuff like when our president before they killed him, he was fighting really he was really fighting against them. Some of them come hide themselves right here, and that's what they most of the time they do. When they had the president who fighting against them, when they're doing bad stuff like that, and you find the president fighting against them, they come here, they hide right here. They go to Canada, they hide themselves over there, and then they're gonna still keep fighting, like sending guns, do all those stuff. So that's why this is what happened. But thanks God to President Trump, this is the one who saved us, because we know if it wasn't power at that time, they were not gonna be able to kill our president. That's why they killed him. They couldn't kill him before President Trump was in power. They would as soon as President Trump lost uh, his second term, boom, they killed him. They didn't even, if I don't remember exactly, President Biden didn't even have like 1 years 1 year into power. I don't really remember, but I didn't even have 1 year into power, if I'm really right, if I really remember. And then boom, they killed the president. But if Trump were if President Trump didn't lost his second term, our president was still alive. They were not gonna kill him because they couldn't. Trump would never let this happen. So that's why they were invested so bad in the Democrat, so they can get into power, and then boom, they killed the president. Because I heard they said those people they were investing in the Democrat Party. So thanks God, Trump stopped helping us having justice, and they're gonna find it's a lot of country who participate in it in killing our president. So now, as I was saying, thanks to President Trump, thanks to his team, they arrest one of them for now, and now they all of them who were participating in killing our president. They really in trouble right now. They really in trouble. They don't know what to do. It's like now they're gonna try to start hiding, but United States gonna know wherever they are. Wherever they are, the United States gonna find them. Um, um, those who into power in my country, they are those. It's them who killed our president. That's why you see they didn't do nothing that would be better for the country. They keep make the country getting worse because they don't want the people to having a good life. That's why I see my people keep running around like that because they put the country in a situation cause where we cannot live. It's like the day by day, the day by days they keep there's a way we say that they how- like they just let them gang members took cities by cities by cities. That's how they do it. Those people who's into power right now, they let them gangs keep taking cities by cities so that they can prove the country is not governable, so that they can still in power. We said this is the one we want. We got into the dude we want into got into power. They don't want to let him get into power. They do all they can. They even try to kill him several times because they know this is the one we want to get into power. We know he could do work if he got into power, but they don't want him to get into power, and then they keep deliberately. let them gangs taking them cities by cities. But we know, thanks to Trump, he's gonna help us a lot. They're gonna arrest all of them who's in power at this time in our country. Not only those who come hide themselves here, but they're gonna find them others who's them those they're gonna harass those who's in power in my country. We know that. We don't know when this is gonna happen, but I'm sure he's gonna do that. And I hope he did that before his term is over. This is one of the thing. This is one of the help he could give us. Is arrest all of them haters, all of them people who don't love our country, those who keep stealing our money. You feel me? Like them people, they were born in the country. Hey, the worst thing, a lot of them they didn't even form our country. They were in trouble in their country like 100 years ago. Some of them 100 years ago. Some of them 50, not really 50 years ago, but most of the time it's like 100 years ago, something like that. Their grandparents were in trouble in their countries, and then we opened our doors for them. When they came in our country, they didn't have nothing. They came with nothing in our country. We opened the door for them. We gave them all they would have, all the opportunities so they could have money. And then now they are the one who messing up our country. Who's This is because of them our country becomes so ugly like that. Like we can't even have no tourists anymore in our countries. And while our country were the first country in the Caribbean is the first tourist countries. This is one of the first tourist countries the Caribbean had at the time. But now, not like we still have a lot of people going in our country, but it's not really for tourists. Those people who got into our countries is only those who went over there to buy. Since the country is like us, we can't even go in our country, but some other people they can go. So what they did is go over there, buy lands, do stuff like that, because they know them gangs people. They're not really gonna target them because they're gonna target us. So them they can go like if you go, they said because I don't even go over there, but I heard they said the planes they always full of other people from other nation, other countries, like it's not but not our country, but us we can't. But thanks to President Trump, you're gonna arrest all of them, and them people they should put them in prison for life because they deserve it, and they're gonna. There's a lot of stuff to prove that, like us, like me especially. Um, One of them gangs that did that. The one they just arrested here. Um, One of them gangs he had over there. They broke down our house, go and get inside, stole our stuff. So everything like we had in the house. You feel me? And that house we have it. That house, it's not the house that I built. It's like my parents' house. We had that house since I was a kid, and then when we start growing up, we build making bigger stuff like that. And unfortunately, I lost some part of it because I was building the top of it in 2000 in 2010, like 2009, 2010, and then unfortunately, um, June 2010, not June, and just in the first month of the 2010, there was an earthquake. It brought down everything, and then but we still had the bottom one, and then those people they get into our house, they take everything we have in it. Before I came here, that's where I was living at because I left this place when I was with the kids, and then we are back on it in 2009, and then start building the top of it, and then that's where I was living until I came live here. Then now now them gangs this dude put over there, the one they just arrested. Those guys break down the door, everything, and then get inside the house, stole all my stuff. Everything we left in our house. This is just to let you know how them bad stuff them guys they be doing in our country. Like the world, the first city is so ugly, guys. I can't believe it, guys. If you see that, this is unbelievable. Just can't believe what they did. And those people, they live. That's where they live. Them co-op oligarch. Them people who say they have a lot of money. That's where they live. They just live really close to that. They the only difference is that they live in the mountain. They go live in the mountain. If you know me, they call this area Pétionville, but Pétionville is still in the Port-au-Prince. It's not. There's no that much different. Just go from back from the mountain and go down, and the first city. Then now the first city, guys. This is unbelievable. If you guys go check it out online, because this is not something I should let you know about, but I have to let you know about to see how them people they them co-op oligarch they heartless. The heartless because if you see those people in any country, those people who have money, they are the one who always invest in that country. They always make sure that country looks so beautiful. But not in my country. Those in my country, they are the one who um they were the one who put our country in that ugly situation. It's really ugly. The first city, they like like trees go down in the middle of the highway, stuff like that. Them trees, the boulevards, everything is worked down. Like this is oh, man. But this life. But as I said, we know we're gonna start seeing differences. We're gonna start seeing a new life as soon as since we know we see the president, this government in the United States start arresting them for us. We know, and we know those stuff is gonna happen. We know we're gonna see difference in our country by 2026 because that's when we're gonna see really seeing difference. We're gonna see um having another life, like start seeing things gonna change in our country. That's when we're gonna really see that. But I know 2025, this 2025, we should already see some like we should, there's some change that should be already started to see the change, the real change we're gonna see in 26 and then 2032. That's when the country is gonna really start picking up, and then people gonna start coming in our country a lot again. That's when the country is gonna start becoming a nice, a beautiful country again by 2036, 2032, 2036. So this is so bad, guys, but I have to let you know about it because those people in my country, those who see we had money in our country, they are the one who put our country in that situation, and really in that really bad situation, guys. This is unbelievable, but we know we're gonna find a way to resolve this kind of problem. Since the story finally we really started, because this dude they just arrested is really. This is one of dude we didn't know how it would gonna happen. This was gonna happen because you see, since they killed our president, they never put his name in nothing about those who killed our president. They keep arrest other people about who killed our president, but it's only those who don't really like those who don't really, like those who they were arresting had they, yes they were in it, but it wasn't those we were waiting for. We were waiting for him. We were waiting for the one called Dimitri Vob. We were waiting for a lot of others we know who did that. But finally things start happening. But we know it was not gonna happen by our people. Because those people, our justice system in Haiti is into those people, them co-op oligarch heads. So we knew it was not gonna happen by them. That's why we were keep asking United States to start helping us. Because I'm telling you, because by now our country is not into our hands. It's not really us um, um, having the country under control. Our country is under United States control. They are the one who said whoever they want to, whatever they want to. I have to tell you the truth, unfortunately, but that's the truth. They are the one who said who should be this, who should be doing that, and then they let the country get into a really bad situation. This is a shame for them because they don't want to let us keep thinking of our country, and then they let all those bad stuff happen. That's why we didn't expect those guys were gonna kill our president, because we know they said the United States would never let this happen, even though um So even though we know all those stuff, but we knew they were not gonna really let this happen. But since we know those guys too, sometimes the country. Sometimes you can't really sure about something at 100%. That's why we always a little bit like dub about it. And that's what happened. Unfortunately they killed the president, one of the best presidents we could ever have, guys. This dude was so smart, guys. The one they killed, it was so smart, bro. I'm telling you, them corrupt oligarchs, they were putting the country on the fire for like years, and then even that president did a lot of progress with the country. Even like did a lot of stuff in the country. Even though we would put the last 30 president, the last 30 years, the 30 years, the last president who got the country on the country for like 30 years. Even though we put all them things they were doing, you will find he did way more. Like he did way more stuff than them all of them other president who were taking care of the country for like 30 years. He did he did way more stuff, guys. Not only that, with only our money, like the country's money, this the tax money. He did way more stuff. He found a way, despite all the bad stuff them guys were doing, so that he couldn't do nothing. And them guys they killed him. That's why not gonna take this from them. That's why we're gonna keep asking justice for President General Moise, justice for President General Moise, justice for President General Moise, until all of them get arrested, until all of them got prisoned forever. Until all of them. What we would like we would like United States to want them in our country. Since our country don't have death sentence, but the United States have it. That's what we would like them to do for us, is put them on death sentence, because those people, they heartless. I'm telling you, they heartless. Especially if you see how they kill our president, you would understand. You understand this. You see some picture of how they kill him, how they assassinate him. This is in the worst way. Well, guys, so sorry, 37 minutes. So yeah, Gaza from Haiti, Gaza then black black member. Mm, what country from them that for well, guys, I love you guys. Talk to you guys later, guys, or tomorrow. Thank you for them likes, guys. Thank you. I love you. Bye bye.